coming to Kampala again.
I'm still coming.
Karibu.
I stay with I come with Die Hard.
Karibu.
After SA, after we come back from SA.
Let's say you're going. Team event.
And yeah, that not go station.
Yeah.
They invited us.
But mchana I will like
Somehow.
I want to join the mchana.
In women,
They don't have.
in women,
It's organized an international tournament.
We are working, we are planning.
even Tanzania is strong.
A very good evening, dear viewers. For the last time today, an action that is going to be the third match that I am streaming today. Started out at just about 4 p.m. East African time when we had a ladies match between the Ugandan who is on tour, that is Julie Namuhanga. She defeated Penny Nanjoki by 11 frames to 9. Thereafter, a race to 16 in the men's category between Ibra Sejembe of Uganda and Kenya's Patrick Mwangi. That one has just ended momentarily ago by 16 frames to 11, Ibra winning. Now this one is the third and last of the day between Ishmael Mthethwa of South Africa and Rashid Wagaba of Uganda. For them, it is not the third, it is actually the fourth, because they have already taken on each other 3 times, and the first 3 between themselves I as well streamed on the same platforms that you are watching. The first one that has video evidence that I streamed was in Lusaka in Zambia in 2023, just after the Billiards Cafe Classic Championship that was won by Ginte. Who doesn't remember that 2 years ago, unless you are just only now following these streaming platforms? The following day, the two faced off in a race to 13 for $1,000 at the venue that was Flintstones in Lusaka in Zambia. That match was won by 13 frames to 11, a thumping Dog City won. Then when Dog City arrived in Kenya Thursday last week in Nairobi, the first thing he did was get accommodation, have a meal, and then was on table by around 7, if not 7:30 p.m. East African time. The two raced to 21. The match was won by Dog City by 21 frames to 19. Then 2 days later, the two players faced off again in a race to 21 for $2,000. Again, the match was won by Dog City. That gives him a 3-0 lead in terms of head start against Ishmael Mthethwa, who is trying to play catch up in terms of number of matches won against Dog City, but also trying to regain $1,000 to make the tour for himself so far a success. The live stream that is happening with the same commentary is now on 3 platforms. That is 2 YouTube channels, that is Peter Chebe Live, as well as Mchana Pool Club, as well as the Facebook page, that is Break and Finish Live. All 3 streams are sharing the same exact commentary, brought to you by myself, Simon Peter Chebe, right here in Nairobi. Ongoing is frame number 5. Ishmael Mthethwa donning white for the top, and then Rashid Wagaba, Dog City, donning pink for the top. It is Ishmael on the verge of winning a third by potting to the diagonal corner. Packet cue ball played close to the black and will be winning the frame with this simply a visit of the table, just as the majority of the frames that have been played in this match so far. 5 frames played, Ishmael 3 and Dog City 2. Just trying to be sure how much time is being used to have this match played. Alright, 5 frames have been played in just exactly 16 minutes, which means 3¼ minutes per frame. Race to 21. Keep me company. The match is still very young. Now, part of the reason that has this match as a product, if you remember the last match that Ishmael played as a race against Ian, when he wins them matches, he celebrates them big. Who doesn't remember that post-match interview where he told me, Peter, if you see Dog City, tell him that I want him on table. Ishmael has an answer for frame number 6. The answer is in form of an equalizer. I don't even know where this match is going because it is clearance after clearance. With due respect to the previous match, this one is simply more entertaining, more exciting, and better on the eye. 6 frames played, 3 for Dog City and 3 for Ishmael. Another chance comes for Dog City. If he makes the clearance of this one, it will be him leading for the very first time in the match. He did tell me when Ishmael was calling him all over the place to have matches that ever since he stopped playing races, which is about, by the way, coming to 1 week ago, when he last played with Ishmael, he has been playing a lot of Heibo. There are Heibo tables here, and he likes Heibo. Dog City, he actually has represented twice at the World Heibo Championships. That was, I think, the event that is ongoing in China. The tournaments of Heibo that were 2023 as well as 2024, he was part of them. So he has been playing matches on Heibo tables against Chinese players here in Kenya, and said you just don't adjust within a day or two after playing Heibo, then you get to black ball. Maybe he has had enough of Heibo, maybe he had the race today or yesterday. Now he's back to the black ball tables where he is known to feature the most, and will perhaps be finishing the frame by putting the last 3 yellows on the table to the respective corner pockets, top left and right respectively. He even has the arrogance of playing a would-be difficult shot when there is another easy one. We'll want to pot and then play the cue ball into another yellow. He avoids the yellow, bounces it off the cushion, guides its direction even better. He has to play a shot, this time with the same exact skill, but a little bit too much power, and will be potting black for the first time. But for him, third, with 1 visit of the table, apple after apple after apple for Dog City and Ishmael. It is the Ugandan leading by 4 frames to 3. Now, just For those that have been wanting updates on what Ishmael did, what Caesar did call out for Ishmael for a race with an offer of 6 frames racing to 30. Ishmael insisted that he will be playing. If Caesar is ready to head start him with +6 in a race to 21, Ishmael says he will play. Now I've just been communicating to Caesar's boss, who says that his player is offering Ishmael +5 in a race to 21. That is the most they are offering. Now if Ishmael will accept to this condition, then Caesar will be flying from China this coming Friday and with this coming Saturday, and hopefully to be in Kenya on Sunday. And there is an airline here in Kenya, maybe it's among the top 3-4 airlines on the African continent. I believe they have a direct flight to China. So maybe Caesar could be just one flight away from reaching from reaching Nairobi, the venue that is exactly Mchana Pabandwil, and then have himself a toast of the action against Ishmael, against any of the Ugandans as well. We are not banned from matches with him, also against the Tanzanian players, and for all of the Kenyans, head starts are in order, perhaps all of the Tanzanian players as well, with Dog City missing big. Seven frames played, with Rashid Wagaba coming from behind on 3 occasions and now taking the lead for the first time in the match. But the lead could be blown in thin air if, like expected, Ishmael could win this frame. A little expected, most especially because of 2 of Dog City's yellows, one at the top corner, one at the top end, one at the bottom, which are so close and so unfavorable to Ishmael's. The communication between the two is perhaps the cue ball is touching Dog City's yellow, meaning he can only play away. As well as he plays away, plays any ball into any of the cushions, then the shot will be legal. Even if he's to play into the black, the shot is legal, because the assumption by the rules is that he will have played his own ball. When the ball is touching, when the cue ball is touching the ball that you're playing, by playing away, the assumption is that you have played your ball on. From wherever you're watching, guys, whether Facebook, whether YouTube, please don't forget to like the video. And in a very special way, a very special welcome to the viewers from Nigeria who nowadays are starting to, in bigger numbers, be part of these streams. I also have a rumor that one of the players that are in Nigeria now, that is Ginte, by the end of this week could be resident in Nairobi. That means action is growing even bigger. Guys, sorry for keeping you keeping you awake this late, but that may have to be the case even up to the next 2 hours or so. I believe that in the next 2 hours, maybe 2 hours 10 minutes, it will be enough time for either of these players to get the magic number 21. If it is Ishmael, I don't even know how much he will celebrate, because this time it's not money, but he really has a bad record against Dog City. Played 3 organized matches on the live stream and losing them all so far. Damien, thank you for watching. You say Dog City is good. Brian Limo is asking what the stake is. There needs first to be agreement for either of the players listed to play, and the stake will be a formality. With Ishmael coming off the cushion, he puts black prematurely and loses the frame, unfortunately, and concedes a 2-frame lead, unluckily. Dog City 3, Ishmael 5, race to 21. And as a matter of information, the ATA has announced what will become the biggest money match maybe in the history of African pool, between Welsh player Tom Cousins and Caesar Chandiga. That is expected in the United Kingdom in close to 2 months. You will have to pay to access the video. It will be a race to, I think it's 25 for a pot of £30,000. As Ishmael breaks, as he makes a ball on the break, as he leaves the table open. Just 2 balls tricky, that is a yellow and red touching each other near that corner pocket top right. And aside of those 2, the rest of the balls are there for the taking. Ishmael is nominating reds, of course, because yellow is touching red, but red is the one pointing into the corner pocket at the bottom right, and wants to go for clearance. Now look at the red near the side pocket on the right. Once he puts it, the cue ball with top spin is played into the yellow, or the red touching the yellow to split the frame open, plays it into the yellow, and the red is in space, but he's too much energy. I don't even know why he's all of that energy. He's lost the cue ball somehow because of using too much power. As long as he can make a ball, he will be recovering. That is red to the side pocket left. It is a miss. That has been so careless from Ishmael. He knows he shouldn't have played with too much power. Eight frames played, Dog City leading by 2. As the first quarter of the match is underway, with too much pool to play, simply to try and determine the outcome of this match. as he goes for another clearance. He knows that the yellow near the side pocket on the right is the problem ball, and in attempting to open it, he unfortunately missed the pot. This will be another opportunity for Ishmael to win yet another. He was leading about 20 minutes ago by 3 frames to 2. He has found himself losing 3 frames in a row, and has found himself playing the cue ball into the black, playing it into his current visits of the table. Because he's the guy in the lead after 9 frames played. This is Dog City now on 6 and Ishmael on 3. There has been a momentary internet glitch. A little affected those that are watching on, such as Ishmael will want to get up and running, starting with frame number 10. He's down, a little bigly down, and is very aware, in fact fully aware, that he's taking on an opponent who has very big head-to-head. 10 frames played, dear viewers. Dog City 4, Ishmael 6. Arrested 21. Just 1/4 of the match has been played so far. As a matter of news, once again, Joseph Kasozi is expecting to step foot on Kenyan soil in 2 days from now. The day that is exactly Wednesday, this coming week. That will be the 25th of March. Aiden Joseph once told me that the best money matches are those that don't come planned. I'm not saying that I don't like planning, but I also love money matches which don't come planned, because they get to test the players' abilities without getting them so prepared. You just have to keep training and then training and then training, and then when a chance comes to play, you compete and compete favorably. 3 reds on the table. The one that is close to the side pocket on the left, hopefully for Ishmael, is the one he will be playing next. It's not exactly what he wanted. He now has sight of only one of his reds portable, perhaps, to either of the corner pockets, top left or top right. He's going for the top right because the cue ball is natural for the second red to the same corner pocket, which he will be potting, I believe, with the top spin to have the cue ball bounce off the top cushion and then move it bottomwards. Perhaps going for backspin, cue ball bouncing off the left cushion and then move rightwards, just like that. He will be winning a second frame in a row for the second time in the match and wins. Ishmael 5 and Dog City 6. There goes the break. There goes the chance for the die-hard to equalize in the match. There's just one uniqueness about his game. You can start well against him, you can win all the frames you want, but as long as he still has a fighting chance, he will keep fighting. And irrespective of how many times you may beat him, he will still give you a game and another and another and another. He just doesn't let go. He has only done it once when he said, I will never play a money match again with Aiden. That guy is a ghost. But last week in a Facebook post, he said 3 players that promised to give him +6 head start if they want, then he will be available for them. That is 2 South Africans like himself, that is Jerry and Aiden, and then the Ugandan Caesar. But still has to contend with the Dog City in this one, who still enjoys a lead, but a very narrow lead. That is Dog City doing Dog City stuff. opening up dead balls, splitting them apart. He may need to play a shot equally good now. Maybe the red that is rightwards. If he puts it to the side pocket on the right, play the cue ball with the backspin. The natural movement of the white is towards the bottom cushion and then into the red that is bottom of them all. Split it open just as well. Plays it leftwards, but use a little too much power. He's cutting it sharp. He's not potting, and the chance is coming big for Ishmael. I have to confess, actually thought at one point the shot Dog City played looked like a foul. It was seemingly legal. And it is Ishmael's chance to play equalizer here. If he does, he will have 3 frames in a row, just like Dog City did a little prior. Should be done this one, especially having created a full opening now for the yellow that is in between the two near that corner pocket bottom left. And perhaps Ishmael will want to play direct backspin, have no contact between white and yellow. He does make contact between white and yellow and cushion, and will be putting black to the corner pocket top left for what will be his third in a row. Most importantly, an equalizer in the race. It is now Ish 6 and Dog City 6.
What is money? I hope our conversations are not getting listened here. Our sounds is not in the stream.
I don't think.
Unless you have a mic.
Unless I put it like that.
Lakini sasa unajua huyo mtu anaweza mimi nitampea
Mimi najua mimi niko sawa, mimi nikiwa naye ataipiga mateke na wanda ndio atakuwa na mia ipige mateke baya asubuhi anaongea
wanafanyanga nini hiyo madao inaenda
sio wanamgojeana na ukio sasa kitu anamjamia anaingia online anajua mahali anampata anaenda na kwanza anamwambia shika ka KC mbili akambaia anampatia 2 hours 3 hours kuja ile mkono jamu
Sasa mimi na sasa mimi nitaenda nimwambie nikiza. Sasa yeye atamwambia akapigie simu. Anamwambia leo hata alikuwa mkubwa kama nilikuwa nafikiria bado alikuwa ananiuliza. Mimi sijakuwepo mimi zamani akaanza sija kuambia tena mazuri yako. Jamani bashiri bana. Wacha nikupatie. Alijaribu hiyo kitu ilifanya tukana. Bora mtoto wa South Africa. Tena mtu anajua kucheza. Alikuwa sio kama pigo na kupiga. Unakumbuka kijana? Mwingine ule subiri ule kijana alimpepeta. My friend unajua huyu. Kama ni hapa finally Ibra can sleep. Now you can get some sleep.
We are hunters, man.
Yeah, you can.
We are looking for money. You can go to the nation, you fail or you die.
Madala.
Ora hiyo kazi pale basi. Kwa TV inatokanga vizuri. Ndio kwa TV mtu anaonanga hiyo inaonanga. Boss anatinda kwa hiyo. Wewe big pata usikiza zile hiyo.
Kushinda wakati nafikiria bali kuuliza la yeye.
After 15 frames played, dear viewers, it is Ishmael having a slender 8 frames to 7 lead against Dog City, as
Jamani mimi nijua anacheza. Alipea kisavi hiyo. La 7 best to 9. Kisavi akakula ya kwanza akakuwa alipigwa game 9 kwa chip.
Huyu si alipatia ndio kanipea 9. Sisi sicheze 3. Hizi kataa hiyo. Yego ndio 3.
Tatu ni ngumu.
Inakuingiza uoga. Anapigwa kwa kwanza
out of 9 yes
usipomaliza na shoti yako ujue anapiga kumaliza.
Jua tu wewe mchape break and finish. Bana mwasi kama wewe break and finish wewe
uwe kabisa,
lakini kibaki atuguza guza hauoni kitu. Wacha leo hata kukimbia sio hizo. Unaona hiyo meza ikifika katikati huwezi control speed, uliza hiyo. Katikati ball ikifika inaenda excess. Ni kama iko na drift. Sasa si you trump na watu na bond. Na mimi najipanga shindiki tournament na shaka hiyo wale number 1. Hiyo rangi hiyo. Ako na pesa kwanza kwa hiyo world number 1. Hiyo boli inapita. Hiyo boli inapita kasi. Najua hiyo boli inapita. Iko na space. Inapita ni ile haoni.
Tomorrow, guys, it's just one money match so far confirmed, only the ladies match that is between Wiry and Julie. For the men tomorrow, so far there is no confirmation. I have a feeling Ishmael will have wanted to play the cue ball into the yellow that is now close, a shot that didn't come to pass. His queuing skills sometimes are so nice. Now there is some space in between the jaw and the corner pocket top left to pass the yellow. He uses that space and uses it quite well. There is also passage of the yellow to the center pocket on the right. In between black and the jaw, he can pass it. If he allows the cue ball to follow the yellow a little bit, he will be good to go. Plays the cue ball into the black. His playing pattern is so detailed, with too much pool being played in just one shot. The last yellow on the table is gone. The black is just about to go as well, as Ishmael will be the first player in this match to get his scores to double figures. And yes, he does. And after now 17 frames of play, out of a total of 41, it is Ishmael 10 and Dog City 7. As for Dog City, his task is to win the whole of 14 frames to match. As for Ishmael, the task is to win the whole of 11 frames. This match is to go to a decider, despite us having played for the last 1 hour plus about 13 minutes. We are still just not yet halfway through, but being played relatively fast. Of course, both players are fast players and offensively fast. For Dog City, it is for him to roll yellow into the corner pocket bottom with a little top spin. Maybe he wants to put yellow to the side pocket right, then play cue ball into the yellow and red and black at the corner pocket top left, top right. It is for him to open up the frame, place it into the black, displaces the yellow, and there we are. It's a chance presenting itself, but he does create them winning chances for himself. Dog City, very adventurous playing guy. Watching him can mean to be total entertainment. And he's coming closer to winning an 8th out of 18. He does not want to see it when Ishmael is winning. He knows that Ishmael can mean to be very loud after winning, and for the guy that would have been beaten, they may not like that whatsoever. But in this one, Dog City will be putting both yellow and black to the corresponding center pockets, left and right, for what looks like him winning an 8th. This one he could put even with his eyes closed. The scoreline for the Dog City is improved. It is Rashid Wagaba 8 and Ishmael Mthethwa 10. Thank you for watching. Devlin, California. Zero Shot Assassin. You now bringing in a Caesar argument in the game. But thank you for watching. Ronnie Santos. Moses Kaburunji thinks Ishmael will win this one. Thank you for the prediction. Barrier Chris. You say good queuing from Dog City. There has not been good queuing for Ishmael in the present frame. Dog City will want to play and put yellow to the corner pocket top right. That is the yellow that is rightward. There is a change of mind. Of course, he knows he has two yellows so close to each other, right end of the table. He may want to play the cue ball into those two. It's always going to be tricky, this one, and it involves too much skill. Shot was so elaborative, as he seemingly may have wanted to be with big backspin, the cue ball to bounce off the bottom cushion and then move all the way upwards. Should it have been played into those two yellows, it would really be something. But for the position of Ishmael's Reds, the shot wasn't going to be easy whatsoever. The miss by Dog City is an opportunity for Ishmael. I get the feeling that Dog City shouldn't have played the bad balls on the table last. Normally that is leaving dangerously and will be punished by a very unforgiving player, Ishmael. I want to think it is Ishmael's turn of now showing us how he can split the black open, play with backspin, the cue ball into black or yellow close to the black. He's deciding otherwise that maybe the bank will do. Play the black off the right cushion, try to put it into the side pocket on the left by bank. Ishmael, the South African, off cushion and in, and wins and increases the lead. There we go. Ishmael 11 and Dog City 8.
Huko nilikuwa nimepanga kulaza huko mbele. Sasa wameniambia kwa bali unajua ile ya baada nikiambia mambo ya nini kidogo mwambie pesa ni ngapi ya mwisho ni ya kuweka gari ya ona nimekuja sasa ndio yeye alikuwa ananiambia leo kuna rafiki na asubuhi pia nimesahau kumwambia mbona anafanya sasa
That was so unfortunate for Dog City. Could have been a winning frame of the frame. The winning shot of the frame, sorry. It could easily have been. The bizarre thing with this game is the same shot is now almost confirmed. The losing shot of the same frame. Ishmael is clearly now taking a 3-frame lead and is doing so at a very critical time of the match, most especially when the second half is only now just starting. He will want to put yellow and black to the corresponding side pockets, perhaps the same side pocket. No, he's going for the corresponding one, but pretty much with the same exact result. Him taking a 3-frame lead. It is Ish 12 and now Dog City 9, with the 1 minute timeout being granted to Dog City. A race to 21 for 1,000 US dollars. Kamagelo, thank you for watching. And Kodakwashe, always watching. You said that tactically Dog City is miles ahead of Dogs. Ishmael is miles ahead of Dog City. He's ahead tactically, that much I do agree with you. And tactics normally come with experience, and of course with experience he is miles ahead. When Ishmael became a renowned player, when he was Africa 1, Dog City was only learning how to play. Race to 21, Ishmael 12 and Dog City 9. Timeout, Dog City. I'm sleepy. Maybe for Dog City, that timeout could be working. I normally say that when the player that asks for timeout does get to win a frame right after timing. And for Dog City, he could be winning the frame with an apple. If cue ball is okay for the last yellow off the cushion, and another cushion, and perfection at its best. This one is done. Down by 3 frames. He's pulling one back. He's down, but not letting go. Dog City now in double figures as well. After 22 frames, now Ishmael leads by 12 frames to 10. Once again, guys, your viewing experience will be far better improved if you are watching with the highest light resolution and also a video resolution as much as you possibly can watch. As Ishmael, with no patience whatsoever, will be getting to break frame number 22. Looks dry. Not only is it dry, it is a scratch and then break. And his performances for most of the players that have been playing in these battles, it is Ishmael whose performances are largely dependent on the break. When his break is good, he wins and wins with a big gap. When there are a number of dry and foul breaks, it is very hard for him to win. The table remains open. Remember, black ball rules they are, but clearly Dog City may want to play the reds. I also think as long as he can pot a ball, he could go for the yellows. He could even play yellow into red or red into yellow. In that case, on an open table, he will have closed the table, playing the color that he will have potted. Now he closes the table, playing red. It is now officially Tuesday evening, East African time, with 24 minutes to 1 a.m. Maybe at some point just before 2 a.m. we shall have a winner, and thereafter prepare for more action tomorrow without confirmation whatsoever. Just one game, the ladies game, which should be an equalizer, but for which men's game I don't have an answer for now. But the guys are here. Also, you think that after today's victory, Ibra will be a little bit rejuvenated. There is chance he could ask for action with Ishmael tomorrow. In fact, most especially if Dog City wins, I won't be surprised if they two face off again. If Ishmael wins, he will want more action against any of the Ugandan players. That is Ian, Dog City, and Ibra. The other Ugandan on the tour, Yahya. It is very clear after time. Now, should he find a way of winning this one? For Dog City, it will be him equalizing again in the match. And the action between these two players can really mean to be very competitive. Besides one game, that happened in Lusaka, won by Dog City. The other matches have been pretty close, both won by the same player. So for Ishmael, this is a revenge mission. For Dog City, a money mission. These guys are looking fresh. They are playing the late night game, and yet they are having daylight composure. With the backspin, okay, not that difficult, but balance of power is not tough for small boys. After backspin, he plays stop shot. After stop shot, he'll be playing yet another backspin. After yet another backspin, he will simply roll, and the penultimate yellow on the table have the cube bounce of the cushion. It will be natural for the last yellow. Roll it into the yellow, off the cushion a little. And with simply him putting the last yellow, the black cue ball will be drawn towards the top end of the table where the black is, also avoid getting himself snookered. Puts the red and moves the cue ball even better in the match's equalizing frame. With one visit over the table, Rashid Wagaba will be putting black to the corner pocket top. And yes, we have a 12-12 stalemate. This race to 6-21 between Ishmael and Dog City, ladies and gentlemen, is now an official race to 11. Dog City 12 and Ishmael 12. 13 frames to 12 now. After 25 played, there comes the break for Dog City in a match that is just a potting competition. I love it for the fact that these two guys are just deciding to give to each other the game as if they are communicating to each other. You bang an apple, I respond to you with an apple. You finish a frame, I show you that I can finish frames as well. And so far they are cancelling each other out perfectly well. A difference of just one. Ishmael leading by 13 to 12. And you get a feeling Dog City could respond in the same exact way. With now 16 frames left to play. Those 16 will require a little over an hour. That is, if this match is to go to a decider. And thereafter, we see if it will have more repercussion. I have a feeling should Dog City win, Ishmael will want him alive tomorrow. Most especially after the curtain raising match between Waire and Julie. Wednesday, we expect players from Tanzania. I've heard they are coming on Wednesday. I'm yet to confirm if they are starting the journey on Wednesday or they meant that they will be arriving on Wednesday. Otherwise, Abdallah Hussein and Steven Jackson and Amadeus Makezerek and Saif Hamad, among others from the Q Masters management, will be stepping foot on Kenyan soil. And that is, sorry, the Snipers management, not Q Masters. The Q Masters player who is coming to Nairobi is Joseph Kasozi. So I expect some relatively big comp. I would have a 16-man cup played on double elimination basis. It would really favor their competition, as the positioning of Dog City's yellows will be favoring him now. The one that he has just spotted features cue ball pretty much natural for the last one, which he will as well be putting to the same corner pocket he potted the previous. With backspin, the cue ball moves close to the black, just like that. Has played it even better than the commentator's description. In the match of offense versus offense, potting versus potting, Dog City will be equalizing, and yes, it is 13 frames apiece between Ishmael and Dog City. It is the 27th frame now out of potentially 41. Race to 7 it is officially. The potting competition continues, dear viewers. Score at 13 frames apiece, the race being 21. I have a feeling at one point Ishmael will decide to change tactics. That much I know. He really want to alternate the brakes, as in change the braking style, not to allow the ball to split. Because the more he continues in offensive mode, the more he leaves a little too dangerous, because his opponent is equally good in the offensive side of the game. In defense, Dog City can play defense, but I don't think as good as Ishmael he can. 3 reds left on the table. The one that is in between the 3 is perhaps to be potted next to the corner pocket, bottom right. He badly needed that one to be on target, and he has gotten it on target. But cue ball didn't move enough. The last yellow on the table, the last red on the table, sorry, he may have to put it to the same corner pocket or cut it into the side pocket left. In this case, however, cue ball will not be natural for black. He may have to play the cue ball into the yellows, in which case he has little movement. Like you can see, the commentators curse could easily have hit Ishmael, just that he can recover too, because the cue ball will be played into yellow close to black. If he gets the black in, the white will be safe and will be taking the lead again. There goes the miss. As for Dog City, he will be welcoming this as some kind of opportunity to take another win of another Ugandan. Sorry, against the same South African with now 4 yellows on the table. Clearly he should, starting with the middle ball of the 3 that are at the top end of the table. Maybe the one to the center pocket. This one is a little difficult potting than the one he avoided, but he's on song. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I believe that despite you being awake up to this time of the night, you are being treated to a blast. I have to say, we have watched matches between Dog City and Ishmael, 2 of them so far, and then 4 matches between Ian and Ishmael. We have also watched Ishmael versus Ibra, Kelvin versus Ibra, amongst others. This match could be the biggest, the top of the bunch, because there are so many clearances and every error is being punished one way, and every break that is right is being punished the same way. And whoever will be having a chance to play will be doing this exact way. White is safe. The Dog in the City is leading yet again by 14 frames to 13.
Kuja usikie vile nani? Mabubu. Kuja usikie kama ni ukweli. Ati sikizi hapa. Sasa mbona unashika kiatu umekanyaga kanyaga huko chini? Wewe niambie tu nitasikia. Ni sponge hapo chini. Hebu beba juu. Nataka uvae. Wewe ni sponge. Vaje sasa. Maana hebu kuja usikie. Ni sponge. Hii unaona hii iko beta na hii ndio nilikuwa nawaambia. Ndio nilikuwa nawaambia kwa sababu unaona vile unasikiaga mguu. Unaona vile unasikiaga mguu ikikufinya. Unaona vile unasikiaga mguu ikikufinya huko. Pia haiwezi kufanya ni sponge. Ni sponge. Tambili. Yake ya Mungu kuna zingine ni makala mingi mingi iko. Hii mimi ndo zadai. Sasa sawa? Sawa. Ndio nakwambia mimi nafinyanga ndani. Ikiwa ni nyepesi. Hii ni comfortable sana. Sana. Hata ilikuwa dia hili sasa I think imeshuka. Ndio dia hili unaweka juu. Ndio unaonyesha ni wapi. Sasa umeshukisha hivi. Pesa umeshukisha. Bana wewe hiyo yako. Ibla. Baby. Waine sente. Mitwaro tano ama mitwaro sati ama mitwaro tano au mitwaro sati ama unaongea chika hadi brown white na ile simu inatuchinja.
Now, I've just been having a little discussion with Ibra, who is seated at the venue close to the commentary booth watching this game. He says he is likely to have at least one race, a big race against Ishmael. That is before Ibra leaves. And he says it could be this coming Wednesday, as the Tanzanians will have come thereafter. Both Ishmael and Ibra will be focusing on the Tanzanians, as Ishmael and Dog City focus on each other for the races that Dog City has been winning. Normally just around this time, normally before playing the 30th frame, that is when Dog City starts to get the bull grabbed by the horn, starts to lead big and takes victories away. And the two players are remembering to play some safeties. Once again, guys, you are watching the live stream of Ishmael Mthethwa Part 4. I did call it because this is the fourth time in the space of about 2 years that they are facing off against each other. But in this same place, it is the third time in just about 10 days. It is the third time in about 10 days, but the fifth overall. And the previous matches between the two have all been won by the Ugandans. And for the last 30 minutes, there hasn't been a frame that has been played this tactically. All because of the corner pockets at the bottom left and right and top left and right, where there are respectively 2 reds and 2 yellows occupying those pockets. And Dog City wants to perhaps play another red just into space, which he does, leaving a tempting shot for Ishmael, maybe to try and combine yellow into red both balls to the same corner pocket within the same shot and create an opening which could win him a 14th frame out of 28. He finds himself trailing, something that hasn't been really happening, something that is the case now. And he told me earlier today, Ishmael, that before the end of the year he will ensure that he will have visited Uganda. Of course, he got a very good experience. He played the first ever tour that we know, as we know tours, in 2015, 11 years ago in Uganda. Then he was reigning African champion. He will be playing not to pot, and yes, he does. Now the yellow close to white. I'm not so certain it can pass into the side pocket on the left. Ishmael almost did something special there. After putting, he almost combined the cue ball into the corner pocket bottom right, where there is a red occupying the pocket right in front of Ishmael's yellow. He will try another combination to play the cue ball into the red at the corner pocket bottom left. He misses both the pot and the combination. He almost fouled. Dog City survives. Third money match of the day. Rashid Wagaba, Dog City, the Ugandan, leading by 14 frames to 13 against Ishmael Mthethwa, the South African, in a match that has seen these two becoming some kind of married couple. Every time they meet, they have to play. Now this is the big moment for Ishmael. Get the combination in hopefully win the frame there. Get the combination not in, hopefully lose the frame there, and he gets it in. You get a feeling the cue ball will be played into the corner pocket at the top right, maybe direct or into the red. There he gets to play, avoids the red, cue ball bounces off the cushion and returns into perfect space. And the Dog City knows, after getting some chances and not utilizing them well, the frame is being won by Ian, and it is an equalizing frame. It is won by Ishmael. I don't know why I'm calling him Ian. It is Ishmael 14 and Dog City 14. Race to 7. Race to 21 it is, but the winner of the match will be the first to 7 as we speak.
And yes, I was in the one they called it. I was there because even the sand that they use here is the sand they use here for building. That is not the real sand of the beach. I was in the and then they are put pillars. You cannot cross. You can look from almost here because at night water goes. At night water goes. Water will come back in the morning. So you can walk a very long distance. But during the day, the water will come up and take the water. You can. It is so when I was in Uganda, I see guys saying this is a beach. And travel. That is how you go there, you go to the beach. That is why that guy was here, was telling the guys to come to the beach. During the day, we're in the beach, having fun, playing, sleeping in the sun. In the night, before doing the
Control.
Aya. Mzee ananitupia mkono. Isosi. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back.
Now, if I had the power, I'm being frank with you, I will declare both of these guys winners. I'm being tempted to think this could be the best money match of them that are now closing to 20 that have so far happened in the tour, because they are just giving each other the game, they are giving us the game, they are going for the game, they are playing offense. Every time there is a problem ball, another player comes in and splits it open, like Dog City has just done. But will be unfortunate with the resting position of the red that he has just played open. He will want another attempt to play the cue ball perhaps into the red that is behind the yellow, just like that, into the red. Again, not successful. Maybe it is a sign of things to come. Maybe it is just not his frame, unless he recovers by playing bank red into the corner pocket, top right where he's having his hands. It is off for Ishmael. It is a chance to lead again in this match that is officially a race to 6. 30 frames have been played as we start the last quarter of action. The first 3 quarters have been played in almost exactly 2 hours. And that is to exclude the 2 timeouts that just took just around a minute each for Ishmael and Dog City. But like it has been for most of the second half, it is Ishmael on the verge of taking the lead. A race to 21 it is. He's a guy and a half. He's settled in so well in Kenya. When you see him, how well he mixes with the Kenyan people, and they really love him. You get to credit him for being a people person. He knows how to live even where it is not home. And his opponent maybe even a little better in that side of life. In fact, every time that Ishmael wins a match here, when it is at Michana, he does lead the crowd. He cheerleads into singing the Michana slogan and then mixing it with his own name. Now, if one of the yellows can pass to the corner pocket bottom right, then it will be Ishmael almost certain of taking the lead, almost certain of making it 16, and almost certain is now certain. We'll want to put both yellow and black to the same corner pocket bottom right and then record a 16th out of 31. Another backspin, another frame 1 out of 31. It's still Dog City 15, but importantly, Ishmael is now on 16. Maybe this is the time that he's going to be defeating Dog City for the first time in a money match. Your guess is as good as mine. 16-15, Ishmael up. Frame 32. Fair break by Dog City. It is something he has been doing well enough to keep himself in the game. It's Ishmael that has been taking the lead, but Dog City has not allowed Ishmael's lead grow. He's just kept himself in touch to give himself a chance that when the opportunity comes, he can equalize and maybe take the lead and maybe take victory of the match away. Yeah. Fire supporting the die hard on the Facebook stream. You say you are opening the gap and saying, "Come on, Ishmael." Emmanuel Kishens Gade. Oh, Emmanuel is my friend. I now remember, a very good friend. I remember meeting him when we went to stream the tournament that was the African Ultimate Pole Championships, and gave me a very good memory. Thank you, Emmanuel. And I know that you're supporting Ishmael, your countryman, Ishak Ahmed. You are asking which country Ishmael is from. He's South African, and naturalized South African. He's Zimbabwean by birth. Born in Bulawayo, but was in Zimbabwe only for his childhood. Got an education in South Africa, learned how to play pool in South Africa, and has been a member of the South African national pool team for quite some time. Won the All Africa Pool Championships in 2014 for South Africa. So he's proudly South African by naturalization, but Zim by birth. Wisdom Chinaka, you say you play Nigerians and you put money for them, right? Boaz Chariot must be watching from Kenya, supporting Dog City on the Facebook stream. And it's a top class game. I fully agree with you, Ishak Ahmed. Will Dog City make yet another clearance? There is a tricky yellow of the three, the one that is in the middle, frozen against the cushion. He could play the cue ball into it. He instead plays the cue ball leftwards. I'm not so certain he has full sight of the leftward yellow. It's what he needs to do. Put it in some kind of way. The way he's playing, he's having sight. He's having some cover on the cue ball. This could be tight. This could be risky. And the risk has come into play. While he has spotted, it is very difficult to control the amount of power in a backspin when playing mass shot at the same time. Dog City is snookered. He knows that could be losing this one in not so much time unless he recovers big. Finding the yellow he can, potting it was always going to be difficult. Ishmael jumps out of the table to try and take a 2-frame lead for what I think will be the third time in the match. Snooker? Yes, the South African plays snooker. Gladwell Bangomasa, I don't think Dog City will reach 18. Let us wait and see. And just as is Malatelo Pina. Thank you for watching. You say 21-13 was a practice match. 21-13. I don't exactly know what you're talking about. As now Dog City fouls for what seems to have been the last time in the frame, a frame which he knows that highly likely will not be playing in again. And as for choice of a free shot, Ismail chooses to play Dog City's yellow dead for him to go for the frame with confidence, knowing that even if he were to fail on the clearance, Dog City wouldn't easily clear his own game either. And he could even be playing one more snooker here. And yes, he snookers. You get a feeling Dog City will find the yellow off the cushion on the right, but clearly potting it will not be easy. He will go for power with the expectation, with luck that if he plays into the yellow, it could get somewhere in any pocket. He has unfortunately missed the yellow and has missed it entirely. I want to believe that for a chase of free shot, Ishmael will be playing black, simply to have it in space, simply to have black close to the corner pocket, and then hopefully for him take down the frame to gain a 2-frame lead, to need to win 4 out of the would be remaining 10 frames or so, perhaps 9. Surely same round, Ishmael will not be letting his opponent back on the table. Surely this frame is his. Simply has to move the cue ball to the top end of the table, and the frame is as good as gone. And Ishmael versus the black results in Ishmael winning the frame and growing his lead. Ladies and gentlemen, it is South Africa 17 and Uganda 15.
I'm going back again.
This one is eating. Eating Maharagwe in Japan. In Uganda, there is a lot of food next to that.
He was broke.
He is not broke.
He was.
You know, this young man. He has people taking care of him. He's acting broke. If I tell you where he lives, where he comes from every day, he doesn't live.
Place for big boys.
Yeah?
Middle.
This guy is just spicy.
Oh. Right.
Thank you.
If he's still maybe with doctors, right? But you know,
I would think he has management now. He'll be coming. He has the money.
And he loves training. He loves training.
Yeah, he was training. No, not sure.
Brian Nemoth, now watching that Channel Pool Club. You say that Ibra versus Ishmael tomorrow shall be confirmed. No, not yet confirmed. But if it is to happen, there is a chance it will happen on Wednesday. Tomorrow, the only game I'm confirming is a ladies' game between the female player that is called Waide. Is a member of the Harambeshi Stars of Pool Kenya national team to be taking on Julie the Ugandan for 20,000 Kenya shillings. That will be tomorrow, but so far no men's action confirmed. There was some disagreement between the players, as though Ishmael may have seen as if Dog City fouled. Dog City is contesting, and a little bit of an exchange. Sometimes tempers may go a bit high. Ishmael has just told Dog City, take it easy. I am human too. I may have seen as though it was a foul. If it is not, let us take it easy. And this is now easy on the table, with Dog City needing to win 6 and Ishmael needing to win 4 out of the remaining 9, including this ongoing one. And it is now poised in favor of Ishmael, not only because he's the one playing, but also given the position of 6 of the 7 yellows left on the table. The would be bad is the yellow that is at the bottom end of the table. If you're watching at Mchana Pool Club, it is on the right, but the cue ball can be moved bottomwards for him to have chance to put it with relative ease, I think, to the corner pocket at the bottom left. Be observant about the position of the white after this shot is played. You can now see clearly that the 3 yellows at the top end of the table are portable. One of them, as he puts it, what will be the last to the center pocket on the right, he will have to play it while moving the cue ball bottomwards. That's why he's leaving some kind of cut between white and yellow. He has to play with precision, just guide the cue ball bottomwards, just like that. Cheating the pocket a little, but taking the frame a little more. I really want perhaps to put black to the side pocket on the left, because yellow, I believe, is done. The put of the black to the left center pocket will give Ishmael Mthethwa a 3-frame lead for the very first time in the match, and will make him an overwhelming favorite for victory of the money, of the bragging rights, of the fame, and the reason why he's keeping fans awake at 1:30 a.m. in the early morning. Ishmael 18, Dog City 15. Now this one could be very consequential, most especially from an Ishmael perspective. He's creating a pattern that is taking him to 19. If he does finish this one with his current vis of the table, Ishmael will now need to win 2 out of perhaps the remaining 7 for the victory. It will be very important for him to win, not only for the money but also for his chance to beat Dog City for the first time in 4 attempts. And clearly he will. The yellow at the top end is to be played with a simple roll. Cue ball perhaps to be played into the red that is leftwards, just like that. Now top spin moves the cue ball perhaps towards the bottom end of the table, and then play it back towards the top for him to put black to the side pocket on the left. By break and finish in frame number 33, Ishmael wins again and takes a 4-frame lead for the very first time, and is starting the smiles and being hugged around by the fans. They believe he's taking this one home. They believe it is redemption for Ishmael. It is now 19 frames to 15. He is to win 2 for the victory. For Dog City, he must win 6 before Ishmael wins 2 out of 7. This time round, even Ishmael being Ishmael has not been able to have the balls split enough on the break. The guy is oozing with confidence at the right end of the match. For most of the match, which will be making it to 3 hours duration very shortly, these players have been cancelling each other out even well until the last 20 minutes, where Ishmael has been a much better player. Die Hard is on 4 yellows. I'm not certain he can pot. Yes, he misses. Yes, chance for Dog City to fight back from 4 frames down, try and tear Ishmael's victory dance ticket. Now the shot Dog City has just played has created a little bit of opening because his red is so close to black and also close to 3 of Ishmael's yellows. Makes it quite unrealistic that we'll be winning the frame in his current piece of the table unless he can do something special about that red. Now the guy wants to play combination. Put it into the center pocket on the right where there is the yellow, with both balls being potted simultaneously, and it's successful. And perhaps that could be enough to preempt him winning a 16th try and mount a comeback, which is so far looking unlikely but still realistic. Has got not to get himself snookered and will be aiming for black, trying to put it to the corner pocket top left. This will be a 16th. This one he will clearly not be missing. He's got very good ability to pot. He's still keeping his match alive. Dog City 16, Ishmael 19.
Yeah,
Bwana nampa kigula nga kibi simanyi target gyevudde nga mmanyi sigenda kiteeba nkubye ki target buli omu naleeka na mwawena n'ekyenkoze jjukira nzabadde nabega wa boodi gye bamuaaako nesazaawo bwe nti nteekawo kati nanya bayiri nganzebisayirako access paka nga newe naamukubagawalayo bati babadde bazimanyiko olero omusajja omwansi namugamba nebagamba ekiteetezo omuntu asula sayidi zeeno ate nga asobola okukirasobolaasobola nfunye kaprogramu akagenda okuwanga sente
Looks like Dog City was so close to winning this frame. He got his chance. He seemed to blow it away. Now he's even closer to losing the same frame unless he comes out of the angle and puts red as well. He puts the wrong ball. The cue ball it is. And clearly this one is the frame to be won by Ishmael. Dog City seems not even comfortable with the bounce of the cue ball off the cushion. That won't matter. What matters now is the fact that Ishmael is on the verge of winning a 20th frame, which will create a chance for him to need to win one more and then make himself $1,000 richer. It is 3 yellows left on the table, all of them near respective corner pockets, bottom and top. The black is positioned in space, and Ishmael is putting each of them with ease, and the rest is a formality. As long as he avoids contact between white and red, he does so well. Plays cue ball into the black. There's no way he'll be failing on this. The 2014 African champion. Oops. Now, sometimes those can be turning points of matches. Let us see where it goes. Dog City could be getting himself to 17. If it's the case when Ishmael is on 19, you never know where that match could go. It is in. White seems not safe enough. It is. A frame that now Ishmael concedes Dog City on 17 and Ishmael on 19. Special thanks for watching Casta Otieno. Hi.
Hi.
Casta, you know the story. 19 frames to 17. Still ish up. So likely this one will be a 20th. He blew an opportunity to make it 20 in the last frame. He's getting another opportunity. And this one will be so easy for him. I don't know how many 34, 5, 6 frames I have recorded that will have taken as little time as this, but it will go down as one of the most entertaining money matches we'll have, racing to 21. Ishmael to win a 20th. He will need to win just one out of the remaining 4 to make himself $1,000 richer now. Ishmael 20 and Dog City 17. Here comes the break for Dog City. The break is legal. He's gotten to pot a ball, at least one of either colors, of course. He will go for the reds. but now is conditioned to need to win 4 frames in a row. It's a tricky situation to be in, even when you are as good as Dog City. Leave it. This one has to be the first of 4 for the Ugandan to stand any chance. Otherwise, he's edging ever so close to being defeated by Ishmael for what will be the very first time. A little bit suspect his decision to go for the yellows, but the yellows are finishable anyway. With the internet now having fastened up with the glitch done, Dog City will be hoping that he has no glitch in his attacking play, that he puts yellow to the corner pocket left, then cue ball moves rightwards into Ishmael's red, and the yellow now that is rightwards of the 2 is perhaps the one he will be playing first, because cue ball is natural for the other yellow to be ported to the center pocket on the left. That's quite perfect. He has played it with too much power. Effective and clinical, and maintaining a chance that maybe he can come back from 4 frames down to take $1,000 and tear the victory card for Ishmael. It's still possible. It is 18 frames to 20. Ishmael up, rest to 21. Situation is the same. For a frame to be won, Ishmael wins the race. For a frame to be won by Dog City, the race just continues. But should Ishmael lose this one, he will just be playing under a little too much pressure. A few fans of his at the venue were already congratulating him when he needed to win 2 at a time when Dog City needed to win, I think, 5 they were. Now it is 3 frames to go. That's Dog City must win. And while it is quite unlikely, it remains a possibility.
Another one.
Babylida.
I was sleeping. Huh? Why is it right?
Now with one big shot, Ishmael wins the frame, but he's losing it at the most critical time of the match. He's getting himself snookered for whatever reason. Is it fatigue? Is it complacency? Is it pressure? Is it nerves? He wants to find red off the cushion at the top with power. Misses red, plays black, and puts it prematurely and loses the frame. Very unfortunate for Ishmael. For Dog City, the comeback is still alive. It is Ishmael 20 and Dog City 19. 2 frames to go. Dog City needing to win them both or else succumb to the loss of $1,000 US. Now after the scratch, maybe that will be it for Dog City. Most importantly for Ishmael, that will be it in a positive way. He has come so close. He has been put under too much pressure. Somehow, though Dog City has needed to win 5 frames in a row, he has gotten to win 3 frames straight. And the break of frame number 40 is Dog City's. The chance for the victory is now Ishmael's after a scratch by Dog City. The table remains open. Of course, Ish will be going for the Reds. Ever so clear that victory is coming home for the South African, that is Ishmael, and the South African fans, but also victory is coming home for the Zim, that is Ishmael, and the Zim fans. With one thing in mind, finish the frame and finish it now. Ever so closer. Needs good positional play of the cue ball. Because of that red that is in between the two, it can anytime create some kind of problem and can give Dog City a chance to play again in the frame. And Ishmael chooses to play it next. He's supported to the corner pocket at the top left with the backspin cue ball to bounce off the right cushion in and then position it in between black and yellow. How good will it be? Good enough. The risk was always there, but his skill, his lethal left hand has bailed him out. Ishmael now needs to put both red and black and then win the frame. However, the natural movement of the cue ball as he rolls the red to the corner pocket top left is not for him to get easy white for black. He may want to put both red and black to the same corner pocket. How good will the cue ball be? It is finishable, but with a very sharp cut on the right for the black to move leftwards to the corner pocket top. This could be the last shot of the match for Ishmael. There he wins.
Come on, baby! Come on, baby! This is Mthethwa! This is Mthethwa! This is my heart! Come on, man! Don't forget on man!
Congratulations, Ishmael. It has been a number of times Dog City defeating you. He also came close to making a comeback. That was close. What is the reason you think he has been beating you?
Of course, he's got confidence against me because he's been winning, but it's bound to change. As long as we stick together on the table, it will change. I know that for sure.
Now Tanzanians are coming, and then Kasuzi is coming. Are you ready for them?
Very much ready, because the guys here, I don't get much games, so I would like them to come, so we can dance, no problem.
Now this is from Caesar's management. The final condition they are giving you, if you can accept +5 to 21, that is the final one.
That's what I take with open hands. We can come, no problem.
So and Caesar is watching the game.
Tell him 5 raised to 21. I'm welcome for business. I'm open for business.
Open
don't worry.
for business.
100%.
5 head starts to 21.
No problem. $5,000 match. No problem.
$5,000.
Yes, they can lock Mchana and throw away the keys.
They
can lock Mchana. Win or lose, I will come back. Even if I win, he can come back again. They can lock the bar and throw away the keys. Let him come. No problem. I'm ready.
That is the diehard.
I'm ready. 5 to 21. I'm ready, Papa. I'm ready. 100%.
There goes the game.
Yes. Thank you.
So Caesar can catch his flight with KQ to Saturday here. Otherwise, I wish you a good night and thank you for watching, guys.
Come on, Mazamba.
Dia mau kerja na rafiki yako.